much for joining me today as I give you my updated version of my cleaning products. I did a video about 2 years ago, I believe it was, that I shared what I used to clean, kind of a minimalistic cleaning approach. And I also clean houses for a living, and so I'll also add some of that and how I do that. But some things have changed. I think a few years ago I mostly did with vinegar and dish soap was my main cleaner. I did that with everything. It worked. However, I've decided to kind of upgrade, so to speak, and I was still looking for something clean, and so I really, got a text. Wanted to give you that version. Still love minimalistic. I have in a one bedroom apartment, so I don't have a lot of space to store anything, and I definitely don't want it to take up all of my space either. And when I'm cleaning, I know that I do clean more often and I enjoy it better if it's very simple and I'm not getting up a whole rigmarole of things just to clean. So let's get started. First things first, I signed up for Norwex. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Norwex. I'm guessing a lot of you are. It's a very, very clean cleaning cloth that you just need a cloth to clean, which I think is pretty cool. What is easier than grabbing a cloth and wiping, right? And so I am not sponsored by them, but I'll share a little bit of how I got into it. I was able to get pretty much everything for free just because of the way I worked it. So I will give you those tips as well. So some of these are wet. I did clean a house today, and where I took my cloths along. In my cleaning, most people have their own products that they use. Some of them buy them from me. But this one house, I just bring my own, and then that's it. So this one is actually really dirty, but it's called the Enviro cloth. And again, just wet it. This is what I took along for the windows. I deep cleaned today, did some windows and ceilings and walls and so forth. And so this one is called the Enviro. I just use this for the windows, and then I dry it with this. Kind of partially dry it, but this is the window dry one. So that is what I use, and I still use that for my own even at home. I just use this to wet, this is dry, and I just need to use water. So I get my windows clean a little more often than I used to if I didn't have them. The next thing that I'll use is the bathroom mitt. It's called a bathroom mitt. The one side has a little bit of a texture, so you can scrub. This one is pretty soft. So when I'm cleaning the bathroom, this is it. I get water. This gets all like at the bathtub. Maybe I'll use this side. I'm around the sink. I might use this, but then that's it. If I need to and if I want to, I did get the cleaning paste. I don't always use it for the bathroom. It's just a kind of a hard paste. You can't really see. It's just a white hard paste, right? And so if you just scrub this over it with a wet cloth, you get a little bit of it, and it smells just fresh. I don't know if it has actually. It doesn't really say that it has a smell, but it's just a really fresh, clean. I'm very sensitive to toxic things, and so I don't necessarily enjoy a lot of other scents. So this is what I use. If it's the bathroom, this will get the mirror. This will get the mirror. And then I have these little mini ones. This is the Enviro, this is the window. Sometimes if I just want to do the bathroom mirror quickly, whoop, whoop, done. Like so quickly. I got a number of these, so I will give you my tip in how I got most of them for free. So I signed up for Norwex. I made an account, kind of like a consultant. But then if you get people, if you share it with your friends, and if you sell $400 worth of it in, is it a month, I think, or 2 months, you get a pretty big bag for free. So I paid like the $40 for the kit, which gave me a mitt, and what else did I get in that kit? It was a mitt and one Enviro set. No, it was this one. This is my duster. This I also take with me when I'm cleaning. When people need it, it cleans up. I had another one that kind of looked like this, but it was more of a cheaper version where this is a reusable one. It just the part of it just slips right off and you can throw it in the wash. But it was this, and I feel like there was something else in the first kit, but for $40. And then I shared it with some of my friends and got $400 worth in my first month or two, and which gave me a big kit for free. That was, this one was in it, a cleaning paste was in it. This was in it, which is a bathroom cleaner. I'm using it up. I probably won't buy another one because I don't feel like I need it with the mitt and this. But and there were a lot of products in that one. I kind of forget all of the details, but there were 2 kitchen cloths. There were kitchen what I used to wash the dishes there were like a few of those. There were a few Enviros. I know there was a food wash in it. There was a dishwasher rinse aid in it, which I use for my car. There was a dishwasher soap in it, which I don't have a dishwasher, but I use it to, if stainless steel or something is cooked on, a little bit of that, let it set for an hour or whatever, and it has enzymes. You can literally see the water move, and it wipes right out. So that was in it. I forget what else was all in it, but it was a bag of big stuff. So that's what I'm getting at. So that is what I use for the bathroom. This is for the dusting. This is also a dusting mitt. I actually prefer to use this, so you wouldn't need this, but I do have it. And then I got a number of these sets throughout the whatever, here and there. I think they were with like sets of this and then a body this size. And I was kind of in the first like, okay, like these itty bitty things, whatever. But now I keep it in one in the car and I use it. Like if there's a mess, wipe right up. In my glasses, I don't have my glasses on. I wear contacts today, but if my sunglasses or something, wipe right up. If there's whatever, like it's just an easy one. And same with keeping it in the bathroom. Mirror, swipe, easy peasy. And then this is the mop. This is the wet mop. It is dark because it is wet, but it has a velcros on with a stick, and that is a solid handle. Now I clean houses. I see mops all day long. Like I wipe with them. And I had gotten a mop at Walmart a few years ago, and the handle broke within like I think it was the first or second time I used it. I kept using it. I bandaged it up with tape, and it worked. But this one, the handle is sturdy. Like I was wiping ceilings today, and I'm like, pretty tall ceilings. I didn't know if I could reach them or not, and I could. It's a long handle, and I don't have to worry about breaking it. It's there. This one, it also has a dry mop that comes with it, and this one is one of the main things that I use for my house. As a single girl, my house isn't very dirty, but it's very few things are as simple as taking this, and this is the handle. It's short now, but you can make it really long, and to dry mop it, easy peasy. This under the water, doesn't need any soap, easy peasy. That's mostly how I do my Saturdays. Usually half of the time it's dry mop, and then about half of the time I also wet mop it. Easy peasy lemon squeeze it, just done. So that is what I use. That is all that I use for my own house, except I do use this Lysol for my toilet. Sometimes I'll use this at this point. I don't think I'm going to buy this, as I said, but I'm using that. I use that for the toilet. I use this for the dust, and that's it. That is all I use, so I don't have a lot of one. Another thing you can use, this is the laundry soap. This was a free gift with something over the last, I think it's about a year ago, that I signed up for it, and I wanted to really do a lot more of the products, and just with me paying a little bit, and then even with those $400 that people ordered, you get about 35% back. And so that covered my mop, that covered all of my other products that I paid for. So technically I didn't pay for anything for any of this. I just acted, I don't know, smart or whatever. I just love that system. So, but another thing, this is for laundry, but the other thing that you can do is using it, putting it in a spray bottle, and you can use it as an all-purpose cleaner. I have not done that yet. Because I've been using this when I use water, and I'm wanting to finish this first, but then after that I might use that if I feel I need something, but that in general doesn't happen anyways. And so the other thing that I do use when it comes to cleaning houses, many people prefer to use that I use something that smells and scented, and so I do have a few other things that I have for that. Murphy's oil soap is a good one. I used that today on window frames and furniture, this one, and then I take a stash of microfiber cloth, and that is what I use on furniture. And then I have the cast iron soap. This one is a rose. It's pure cast iron soap. It's you can use it for 18 different things. You can use it to wash hands, face, body, for foaming. You can use it for laundry, mopping, washing your dog, washing fruits and vegetables. shaving. You can use it for spray plants and bugs, all of that thing. So this one is a rose. I also have the eucalyptus one, and I put them in these smaller bottles when I go clean, just because it's a lot handier than taking the big bottles, and the bigger bottles and then I put some of the castile soap in here and added water, and this is a multi-purpose for everything. So when I go clean, I take this, I take this, I take the toilet cleaner, and then I'll take this. I don't always even use these, but I just want to make sure I have it to refill this, or depending what I'm doing, you know, you want the soap. So, and then I'll take a stash of these. I'll take this one along, and I'll take the Enviro and this one for mirrors and for windows. And so that is what I have. That is all that I have. I hope, I was trying to keep this video really short. It didn't quite work out that well because I love cleaning. And again, I'll take this for the floor with the wet mop and a bucket usually. So hopefully this was helpful. That's how I, you know, do it without spending really any money. It's just I signed up for it. I sold $400 in the first 2 months. I think it was 2 months, whatever the rules are. And then with the 35% back from that, and I earned that free kit, which was a big kit. I got all of my stuff for free, technically. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.